Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus tryouts. I'm a little bit behind on filming this, but hey, I'm filming it. That's what counts. So I thought I was recording a minute ago, but I was wrong. And I already put on the Tarte Jelly Glaze Anytime Lip Mask in Strawberry Jelly. It's a really thick one. It's kind of like the Laneige Sleeping Lip Mask, so I assume that they're basically just the same thing, just, you know, different brands. Does smell like strawberries and leaves a hair of a tint. Let's see if I can pop some out of here to give you, ooh, that's a little much, but I mean, you can get the idea right there. So that is nice. Next, I'm going to be trying the Colored Raine Vineyard Soiree eyeshadow palette. Now, I know that when they partner with Ipsy, for some reason, they decide to use a Chinese factory rather than their own in America. So I'm going to try it anyway, because that doesn't really bother me, but I know it does bother some people. So, and it is a really pretty eyeshadow palette, so I'm curious to try it. I also have these brushes that I don't know where they're from because my card this month didn't say anything on it, but I will be like inserting the name if I can't read it off of here. Sugar Rush. And they're shaped like, you know, little pencils, which I think is cute. It's like Write Your Story, which is the eyeshadow brush. Stay Sharp, which is the pencil brush, and a Goal Getter, which is the crease brush. So that's cute. So I have to take off my glasses, and as soon as I finish filming this, I need to call an eye doctor so that I can finally schedule an appointment to get contacts again, so I'm not dealing with glare and not being able to see. I'm going to take my eyeshadow primer. It's the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Primer. I've already had to take out the, what's it called? The stopper, because you can't get any product out with the stopper inside. And there is no cream shade in here, unfortunately, so I'm going to set my primer with my own, just the Milani one that I've been panning and will be panning for the rest of the year. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna move the camera in a little closer. Well, I hope you can see better, because I still can't see a damn thing. But luckily, this has a mirror on it, so I could stick this in my face rather than trying to stick my mirror in my face. So I think I'm gonna, these shadows don't have names, so I'm just gonna have to point them out to you. I'm gonna go in with this shade on the lid. And once I figure out which brush it is, I'm going to use the shader brush and pack it on. What's this pigmented thing out there? It would work better with a base, obviously, but today I decided to forego that because, like, I can still see through it with one coat on my lids. You can already tell this is one that I would definitely recommend pairing with a similar colored base. I mean, the color's pretty, but it's not. This shade, the pigment's just not where I would want it. Which, I mean, that's the fun of getting Ipsy bags, is getting to try different sorts of things, but I am familiar with the normal Colored Raine eyeshadow formula. I remember it being more pigmented than this, so to my not surprise, they're probably not using the exact same formula either. Well, deal. I guess I'm gonna go in with one of two matte shades, this brown in my crease. The pigment is, once again, fairly light, but for this dark of a brown in my crease, I actually kind of appreciate that. And I'm gonna go in with this darker purple on my outer corner. Okay, I also blended out my crease while I was away. So this one was mostly just pulling glitter, so I combined it with this shade right here. And not impressed. I'll be back in a bit because the next thing that I have is the Nomad Sydney Bathers Cheek Palette. So I'm gonna finish my eyes, brows, do my base, and then I will return. Okay, I'm back. I did wind up going back and patting this shade in, and it did work better for that. I still hate having to do that kind of stuff though. Like, unless it's advertised to do that way, like how ColourPop shadows, the little ones in the pots, they basically tell you, yeah, you have to use these with your fingers. That's just how they work. Other than that, I'd rather they just, you know, work. Now I'm gonna take this Sugar Rush pencil brush and try to see if I can get some of this on my lower lash line. Spraying it will make it work a little better. It just wants some dang pigment. Pretty color, I just wish there was a little more oomph to it. And now for the Nomad Cosmetics Kiss of Sun palette. Balmoral Beach highlighter, Tamarama Beach highlighter, Bondi Beach shimmery bronzer, and Manly Beach matte bronzer. So I'm going to hope that Balmoral Beach works for me as a highlight. Screw it, I'm just gonna go in with my finger. You can definitely see it. I'm also going to take a little bit of that and put it on my inner corner. I would say it doesn't quite go with the cooler eyeshadow look because it's definitely like peachy gold. Or golden peach, however you want to say it. But it's pretty. Now I'm going to pray that this bronzer works for me. I'm going to go in with the matte one. Brush that I put my powder on. So I'm going to see if I can blend that up top a little bit. Alright, it looks alright. It's definitely still like boom there, but you know. Let's fix my mirror. And take off the lip balm so that I can put on the lip gloss. And it is a Tarte lip gloss. I got a couple of Tarte things. This is the H2O Gloss in Sail Away. I could have sworn that I got a lip paint as well, but I cannot find it, so I will have to look into that. See if it fell out of my bag or what. This was actually my chosen product for my regular bag. I'm trying to remember what my chosen product was for my full bag, but I don't remember. Oh well. And finally, I have an add-on. This is the Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray 24-hour wear. So we're gonna see how this turns out. Really fine mist, even for the mini size, and it's got the little shaker ball in there. So, gonna let that set. And I will be back at the end of the day to let you know how everything turned out. I don't know exactly how many hours it's been since I started filming, but I believe I finished my makeup at like 9 o'clock this morning. It's now 11:12 p.m. So I tested the crap out of these products today, let me tell you. Now let me get everything together, which I should have done before I turned the camera on, but I got distracted by spilling powder all over my keyboard. So, had a bit of a freak out on camera about that. And then I had another one once I finished filming. Because it's not good to spill a bunch of fucking face powder in your keyboard. It's really not. So I'm kind of cleaning my desk, trying to find everything that I need, while also trying to not scream. Because I'm still kind of in panic mode over that, even though I did clean up the powder, obviously. I wasn't just gonna leave it sitting in my keyboard. But yeah. Yeah, y'all got to see the realness on camera for that. Go watch my hashtag Team Project Pan video that I know will be up before this because it's easier to edit than this. But I have a bit of a freak out on camera. Like, not like a crying, screaming freak out or anything like that. Just, oh my god, what did I do? Freak out. It's kind of funny. Let's see. One thing I did make a note of earlier was that it's like, I thought I had like a Tarte lip paint as well. I totally was supposed to receive a Tarte lip paint in some color. I can't remember. And the thing is, I am positive I did. Unfortunately, I can't find the damn thing to save my life. No, I didn't put it in here either. Yeah. It's not in either of my bags. It's not in either of my packaging. But like, I'm positive I can see the damn thing in my mind's eye from when I opened the box, which means I did one of two things. I took it out while I was looking through stuff and forgot to put it back in. Sounds something like I would do. Or it fell out while I was moving a bunch of stuff around yesterday because I had left my Ipsy box in the living room. And I brought it and a bunch of other stuff to my office not last night actually, but like the night before. So it might have slipped out and like fell under the couch or something. I do think they sent it to me though, like I really, really do. And the thing is, I know I like Tarte lip paints, so I'm sure I would have enjoyed it. I have to insert a picture of it with the color and everything because the website tells you like what color you're supposed to receive. So it's bound to be around here somewhere. And I know in theory they like could have forgotten to send it to me, but the month has passed. So if they really did forget to send it to me, I'm SOL. But because I looked at my stuff as soon as it came in, and that's what makes me think, okay, I did get it, I've just misplaced it. So it's somewhere in this house, I'm 99% sure. So let's get into the products I actually was able to test. I know what I'm missing. My brain is telling me, you're forgetting something, you're forgetting something. I had one of the products set off to the side. So first, let's talk about this color Raine palette. So I had some real issue getting this shade on my eyeballs. And then I mentioned between doing my eyes and doing some of my face makeup that I tried putting it on with my finger while I was off camera, and that worked a lot better. I hate having to do that unless it's told that I need to do that. So let me pull off my glasses, which you're gonna see that my face makeup is kind of messed up because the thing about glasses is stuff don't stay under the nose. And it's faded, but it's not creased, so I hope you can see that. I might take a picture to be sure, but like my crease color is very barely there, and I don't see my outer V shade at all, so I would not recommend those palettes. If I get another colored Raine product from Ipsy, I'm not keeping it because I had to fight too hard with that palette for so little of results that I don't want to deal with it. Now, these pencils this was what I chose. I remember now, because I was wondering earlier, what did I choose as a product? Because I wasn't overly impressed with anything that they had up for choices. So I chose these. I always want more brushes because that means that I can wait longer between washing all of them. These are really cute. Like, I like the whole little pointed thing. Like, they're like little pencils, and they're labeled like write your story, goal getter, stay sharp for the pencil one. Like, that's really cute, and they definitely work. I don't love it when brushes are white brush pairs because they stain easier. I prefer, you know, black ones. Just, it's a purely aesthetic thing. If you wash them, it doesn't matter if they're stained or not. They're clean, so it's fine. So, yeah, I like these. And I do list everything I use down below with like prices and everything because I don't have my notebook with me, so I can't like tell them to you. And this, I liked. It's not quite right for my skin tone, I will admit, but it's usable, so I'm going to keep it. Like, I used this highlight, and I would say it's still there. It's a little bit on the glittery side, but that's okay. It's not like obnoxious glittery. And the bronzer is definitely still there, like around my perimeter. So, Nomad, you did good. I think you need, I would say though, I think you need like a light and a deep version and not just one. They might have that. I do not know, but I do think that this is a good formula. They should expand their shade range a little bit, but I can still work with it. I just have to be careful. Let's see, I have the lip balm, which I basically reviewed on camera, the like little lip mask thing from Tarte. This is really nice. Happy to have it. I like that there's a product out there from a cruelty-free brand that's at least a little bit like the Laneige sleeping mask. Like, it's nice and thick. It has a good smell to it and everything. It's not quite the same smell as the Laneige one, that berry scent, but it's pretty close. Now, I would be oily as hell right now, and I'm still kind of oily, but I think this helped. The Cover FX High Performance Setting Spray, because I'm wearing a more dewy primer, because I like it, but I do admit that I still get oil on it, just not obnoxiously so, but this did help with that. So I like it. I definitely recommend it. If you want to try it on, I definitely recommend it. I know Cover FX stuff is like insanely priced. I only pick up their stuff when I can get it like half off at a Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, or like BoxyCharm sometimes has, BoxyCharm sometimes has Cover FX stuff in their sales. And finally, the other Tarte lip product that I got, the one that I chose for my mini bag, the H2O Gloss in Stay Away. This is reapplied, obviously, but it did stick with me through several hours before I took it off to eat. So, like I was just admitting, like, you're not gonna last through eating, you're gonna get everywhere, and I don't want you all over my face, so I'm just gonna take you off. I did reapply it before the video, though, so it is a nice little gloss. It does smell really nice. I appreciate the little flat paddles versus like the brushes, because I think you can control the product, because this is a pigmented little lip gloss. Like, that's even spreading it out a little bit, so, you know. This is definitely not one you want to get all over your damn face. So that is it. With the exception of the eyeshadow palette, everything is at least usable to good. Like, my only complaint about the Nomad thing, as far as qualifying it as only usable, is that I think it's a little too dark for my face, but I can work with it. It's not just me going with the tiniest bit of a light hand, but I just have to be careful with it. So I can at least, like, you know, keep it in my collection and use it, unlike some bronzers where I could try going with a super light hand and still look like a dumbass. So that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!